Hi, we're so glad you're joining our video today. In this video, we're going to learn how to make this shirt with the old truck transfer with Chalk Couture. And super easy to do. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use Chalk Couture ink. And then we're also going to make a cute little spring sign getting ready for Easter. So with our cute little Easter eggs on here with some glitter. So come join us. Hit the subscribe button below, share with your friends, and feel free to leave a comment. Something you like, something you'd like to see next time. And again, so glad you're here to join us. Let's get crafting. Are you ready to have some fun with Chalk Couture? I know I am. So today we're going to work on this spring Easter project, and we're going to talk about some great exciting things that are going on with Chalk Couture. So let's get started with some happy mail. This is our new Chalk Couture subscription program that's now available to everyone. It is only $19.99 a month. A 3-month commitment. After that, if you decide you don't want to do it, no big deal, you cancel your subscription. So if you've ever done like Etsy or Fit Fat Fun, this was January subscription and it was so fun and exciting. And now we're gonna see what is going on for March subscription. I'm excited. How about you? So let's just jump right in and get it opened. So you'll get one of these every month when you subscribe. The $19.99 includes shipping. So fabulous deal. You're going to get your transfer and 3 colors to make at least 3 projects with the same transfer. Because as you know, Chalk Couture transfers are reusable. Sweet spring. I mean, who isn't in the mood for a little bit of spring? Great size transfer. This is a B size transfer. So lots of things we can do with these flowers. Cannot wait to create something with this. If you become a Chalk Couture subscriber, we'll get together and do these on the 15th of every month. So let's get started with our spring eggs. So all I am going to do is I'm going to use most of this transfer, but not all of it. So I'm going to pick out the colors that I want to use. Of course, we're going to do some spring colors. I'm so ready for spring. So right now I am removing my transfer. And then since this is a brand new transfer, I'm going to make sure to fuzz it up nicely. But first, I'm going to write the name of the transfer on the back of my backer board so that there is no question on which backer board goes on this transfer. So I'm just going to take it off. I'm going to fuzz it, and that allows it to get a good release from my board. So now I'm just placing the transfer where I want it to go, making sure I get it aligned correctly. There is adhesive on the back of these transfers, and you can see that there's netting here, and that is what's going to allow us to have the beautiful detail in our Chalk Couture chalk paint transfer. So you're going to love it. It's going to be so detailed, and it's going to be great. Oh, and FYI, we are also doing glitter on this transfer. So, I mean, what doesn't make you think of spring more than Easter eggs, pretty colors, and glitter? So let's just jump in and get started. So the hardest part for me is selecting the colors that I'm going to use. So I've got quite a few pulled out, and we're going to start with this pretty green on the foliage. So this is Kiwi. It's such a pretty color. It's nice and springy, and it just kind of is a nice happy little color, as Bob Ross might say. I'm going to do a little ombre on this egg. Since this is more of a detailed transfer, because there's a lot of pieces and parts to this transfer, I'm putting my paste on a little thicker than I normally would so that it doesn't dry out, and then I don't have problems when I'm removing the transfer. So I'm going to show you how to do the ombre on this middle egg at the end, but I am just now applying colors and putting them where I want them to go. And then what I'll do at the end is I will remove any excess that we have. Some things to keep in mind when you're chalking is you want to have like a Clorox wipe or a baby wipe handy. That helps to keep your hands clean and help to clean off the tools as you're working. This is the Chalk Couture teal and I just love it. Love this color. So that's going to be real cute when we get it done. And just these spring eggs. I mean, can you imagine putting these eggs everywhere in your home? Love them. Another thing I love about Chalk Couture is this is not permanent. So there aren't many surfaces that I've been able to find that you can't use Chalk Couture transfers and Chalk Couture paste on. And since it's not permanent, whenever you are ready to change either a board or if you've done a kitchen cabinet or your microwave, your dishwasher, you just wash it with water. Nothing special, no chemicals needed. You're just going to remove the paste with water and then you have a fresh new surface again. Chalk Couture is so versatile, so cost effective. When you take care of your transfers, you can literally use them over and over and over again. I've had some designers say, 30, 40 times. I've got this old truck that we're going to do here in a little bit. I've probably used it 10 times and I still have plenty of uses left to come. So when we get done with the transfer, we just place it in a water bath and that allows us to clean it. We allow it to dry and then put the backer board back on and then we're ready to use it again. So that adhesive actually reactivates in the water and that is what allows us to reuse it and to keep it in its place where it needs to be. So those parts are amazing. So I know it's looking like a real hot mess right now, but we're just getting all the colors placed where we want them to be. And on this board, the eggs do kind of go off on the end. So now what I'm doing is I am ombreing this egg. So I'm kind of just blending the colors together like you would do when you do a real dipped Easter egg. Does anybody do those anymore? I sure hope so. So fun to do with the kids. So I'm scraping off any extras. I'm not using the word hippity hoppity in this one because I just really wanted to focus on the eggs and the pretty spring colors. So I am wiping off my spatula in between wiping these off, and that way my colors don't all blend and I'm getting the look that I'm looking for. So let's see what the reveal is like. When you're removing your transfer, you want to go from corner to corner, edge to edge, left to right. That way it keeps it from stretching out the transfer. So those things are real important. I love the reveal. Oh my goodness. Look at that multicolored egg that we ombre'd. Love it. So I've got a Be Happy egg in there. I've got a striped egg, a polka dot, a flower egg, and a Be Happy egg. Now we're just sprinkling glitter right onto the wet paste, and then that glitter will stick to that. So if you want to add a little sparkle to your designs, you can certainly do that. And this is just how easy that is. So I will allow this to dry and then we will come back and take a look at it here in just a few minutes. So I even put the purple on the teal egg, which is going to be so cute when it gets done. I can't wait to see it. All right, so we're just going to set this one over to the side, let it dry, and then we are going to get ready to do our old truck on a t-shirt. Do you guys like it? Ready for spring, so ready for spring. Okay, so this is our board that we use when we're using Chalk Couture inks. And what this board does is it allows you to ink on material without letting it go all the way through. So now all I'm doing is putting the shirt onto the board. Now the board has adhesive on it as well, and you might wonder why. Well, that allows your material that you're working with to hold in place. Really, really important when you're working with the inks because it is more permanent and you want to make sure that your transfer stays in place and your material stays in place. So I've seen people use cardboard, and that's actually how I started. But this board makes all the difference in the world. So now I'm just figuring out placement on the truck and where I want it to go. I just love this truck. Just love this truck. So I've decided where I'm going to put it. I have fuzzed this one as well. And then we're just going to put that transfer down right where we need it to be. This is a 2-part transfer, and the detail in this old truck is just amazing. So I think you're really going to enjoy the way that the finished product looks. If you'll remember in the beginning of the video, I'm actually wearing this shirt. Love it. I feel like I will wear it a lot. So all I'm doing now is smoothing out the transfer, making sure that my webbing is good and solid and firm and down so that we do get a nice transfer. So when you're working with the inks, you may be wondering, why am I doing this on a shirt? Well, when you do inks, at the end, you're just going to heat set it. Oh, this is an old welcome sign I did on canvas. So there's just so many options that you can do with that. So, you know, I'm doing it on a shirt. I've done it on a canvas. I've done it on a board. I think it would be adorable on a kitchen cabinet. There's just so many places that you can put this. So now I'm just deciding what colors I want to use on my truck. Fig, maybe. I thought about doing some teal. Oh, the choices. I know. And there are so many ink colors to choose from. And then yellow is my favorite color, so that's always my go-to. So, you know, just kind of laying it out, seeing it on the shirt to see which way I want to go. So these are my final choices, and I am going to be real happy with it. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at working on the white walls on the tire. So of course we're going to choose white for that. Just checking to make sure that everything is still down and where it needs to be. Just perfect. Okay, so I have my wet wipes available with ink because it is, you know, not as forgiving as chalk paste. You just have to be a little more careful to make sure that you're not dropping anything where you don't want it to be. Before you heat set it, it is able to be removed. It just takes a little bit more work than it does with the chalk paste. So this is ink that we're using. I am going to make this permanent on my shirt. When we get done, we're going to heat set it with my heat press. You can also use an iron. You just don't want to use any steam. 350 degrees for 4 minutes. I'm going to do that on the front and the back once I get the shirt completed. And after I let it dry for about an hour. And then it will actually, when you heat set this ink, it actually becomes part of the shirt. And I can wash it and I can dry it and wear it and not have to worry about losing any of the design. So now I'm just feeling in the truck with my multi-purpose tool. I probably should have used a larger spatula that would have allowed it to flow a little faster. But I'm using the multi-purpose tool in order to fill in the truck with the fig. And I just love this color on the black with the gray sleeves. It's gonna be so cute. Can't wait to see it. One of the things that Couture has done with this old country truck is they have added things to fill the truck with for the seasons. So for fall, they have like hay and pumpkins. And for winter, they had Christmas trees, all kinds of cute things. For the summer, they've got flowers. For the spring, they've got Easter eggs. They had hearts for Valentine's Day. I mean, just so versatile. Couture thinks of everything. So I have the fig down now, and we are ready to remove the transfer after I take off any excess so that we don't oversaturate our shirt. I can't wait to see it. I know, are you getting excited too? All right, let's see what we've got. Here comes the reveal. Dun, 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 dun. Part of a truck. You have to use your imagination at this point, but that's okay. So we're gonna let this dry for just a few seconds, and then we're going to get ready to get started on the second part of this transfer. And you are gonna be amazed at all the detail that is in this new transfer. So for those of you that have made your own transfers, stencils with maybe a Cricut or your silhouette. This is very similar to that, except like 100 times better. The reason why it's better is there's no weeding involved. Love that. Although weeding can be very therapeutic sometimes. And these transfers are completely reusable. When you make your own stencils, they are a one-time use. So one of the things that is really cost-effective and amazing about Chalk Couture is their transfers can be used over and over again. So now all I'm doing is lining up the truck, making sure that the wheels line up, the white walls that we did, and everything is in line so that when we do the second part of this transfer, all that detail is going to come through. And it really is amazing how that fits so perfectly right over that base that we just did. So I'm making sure that my adhesive is good and stuck and everything is where I need it to be so that I can go in and do the second part of this. So since it is an old truck and there's a lot of detail, I'm going to come in here with the silver. And I struggled with what to do with the tires because it's a black shirt, right? So I decided black tires, gotta have black tires. And it actually does show up nicely on the black shirt because it's not like really in your face. But you can definitely tell that there is something there for the tires. So I think it was a good choice. And then the white walls on the tires just really pop. So I'm just using the black ink with my multi-purpose tool in order to fill that in and give us a nice tire. Have I told you I love this truck? I totally love this truck. It's just real versatile and it's country and it just gives you a good feeling. So I'm about to finish up with the tires and then we're gonna get ready for all of the detail work that is left on this transfer to just make this truck look perfect. So I'm going over with the silver. This does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. So little sparkle, but not over the top sparkle. And again, this is ink. We are going to make this shirt permanent. We're going to heat set it when we get it all done. So it is a shirt that I can wear with pride. I can say, I made this. This one I'm keeping for myself. I just love it. But it would be an awesome gift to give to someone, especially someone who works on a farm or appreciates old vintage things. So this truck is just real versatile. So the silver is going on real nicely. We're going to see so much detail. Like you'll be able to see the license plate on this truck. You'll be able to see the door handle. You'll be able to see the grill on the front of the truck. It just is amazing, all of the detail that they put into this transfer and all their transfers for that matter. It's very good quality. So if you'd like to know more about Chalk Couture, feel free to check out my website. It's chalkcouture.com/setting sun. I also have a Facebook page that I would love for you to come check out and join and follow. You don't have to be a designer or have ever done Chalk Couture before, but if you just want to see what everyone is up to and what their crafting is all about, that is Setting Sun's Crafting is my Facebook page. So I'd love for you to follow along there. And then of course, you know, my YouTube channel, Setting Sun's Design. And anytime I can get a new follower and get feedback and learn what you guys are liking and enjoying is always helpful for me. I just love sharing, and this is one way for me to do that. Learning new things is always fun. And this has just been a very therapeutic craft for me to do, and it's something that I take a lot of pride in giving as a gift. Or making for myself or for my home. So one of the things that I've really enjoyed being able to do with my Chalk Couture. Okay, are we ready for the reveal? Always my favorite part. Oh my goodness, I'm getting excited. It's gonna be so cute. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Do you love it? I know no one has ever seen an old vintage fig-colored truck, but I just love the way that it turned out. I mean, look at the fenders. Look at the detail in the fenders and in the door panels, and even the side rails. I mean, it's just great detail. I just love it. So here's one that I did with the Loads of Love, and it shows the truck with a bed full of hearts. How cute is that? So that kind of gives you an idea on all the add-ons that they have to go along with the truck. So totally can change out your truck with the seasons, which is fun and exciting for everyone. Do you like it? And those white walls just pop. I mean, that screams old truck, doesn't it? Just love it. So remember, we're going to heat set this. We'll be able to wear it. We'll be able to wash it. We'll be able to dry it. And it will last just as long as the shirt does. So I love it. So here again is our spring eggs board. Hope you like that. I will post pictures too for you to see what it looks like finished. I did not glitter all the eggs, just some of them back to our truck. Now, if I want to make this board permanent, I'm just going to spray the adhesive on it and it will be permanent. But this one I'm not going to. And when spring is over, I'll just take water, wipe it off, and start all over for the summer season. So versatile. So many things that you can do. Just love it. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your feedback. Feel free to share that with me. So now I'm just going to show you a few other things that we have done in the past. I have them on other YouTube videos, so if you'd like to check those out, I would love for you to follow along and see what's going on with me and Chalk Couture. So thanks again for joining. We're going to have fun. We'll be back again real soon. And again, thank you for joining us. All you need is a little love. And you are my sunshine. One of my favorites. And this one's on canvas. And this is me showing a friend how easy it is to do Chalk Couture. Thanks again for joining and have happy crafting. See you soon.